Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dr. Kotei, the primary care physician you can trust, breaking down the topics you care about in a way that you can understand. Man, it really seems like this year is flying by, and once again, the flu season is back. So, in this video, I'm going to take a few minutes to answer one of the most commonly asked questions in my primary care clinic. Does the flu shot actually give you the flu? Now, before I get into the flu vaccine, I would like to ask of you, if you haven't done so by now, to support this channel and subscribe to Trust PCP so you can engage with me, ask any questions you might have, and get more breakdowns on other important medical topics. Now, the short answer to the question of whether or not the flu vaccine actually gives you the flu is no, but it can give you some mild cold-like symptoms 1 or 2 days after getting the vaccine. And basically, this is just a result of your body's immune system waking up and reacting to something being introduced to your body that's foreign. But it's actually a good sign that your immune system is working. Now, in this situation, if you get severe symptoms and they last for more than just a day or two, then you probably should seek medical attention because it could be just something more than your body reacting to that vaccine. Now, we know for a fact that the flu vaccine does not give you the true flu virus or influenza because the vaccine itself is not a live virus. It's basically just a protein or a molecule that mimics the flu virus. And when it's introduced to your body, it enables your immune system to make antibodies against the influenza virus so that if the real thing shows up, it will be ready to fight it off right away. But as you might know, this process is not perfect, right? It's still possible to get the flu virus even after getting the flu shot. And you have heard stories of either yourself or someone else actually still getting very sick in the same season after they've already gotten the flu vaccine. Now, before you say, aha, I told you so, and the truth finally comes out, let me explain because there are a lot of different possible explanations for this. So let's start with people that get the flu vaccine and in the same season and actually still do end up being diagnosed with actual influenza. There are a couple of reasons why this could happen. First of all, when you get the flu shot, it actually takes a couple of weeks for it to actually kick in and really give your body enough protection against the virus. So it's possible that you can get the flu vaccine, but in that period of time before it actually becomes effective in your body, you can be exposed to the virus and still end up getting it. Now, another reason why somebody can still get the flu vaccine but still end up getting the flu is because the flu vaccine is not 100% effective. Now, the reason why it's so hard to make it 100% effective is because when they design the flu vaccine, they're actually taking the data or the information that they have for the virus from the previous season and applying that to a virus for the following flu season. So by that time, a lot of different mutations have taken place and the genetic makeup, the way that the actual virus is built or constructed, has changed by that time. So essentially, you're using a vaccine to protect against something that looks a little bit different than what you were protecting against the year before. And even if you do end up getting the influenza virus, you won't be as sick as you otherwise would have been because your body and your immune system has built up some kind of protection against it already. In both of these cases, though, it's important to remember that when you get the influenza virus, you didn't get it because you got the flu vaccine. You end up getting the virus despite the fact that you got the flu vaccine. So there's a big difference between those two. Now, another thing that I see commonly happen during this time of the year is that people pick up other viruses that kind of present similar to the flu virus, whether it be through upper respiratory symptoms, fevers, chills, body aches, it's an overall feeling of not feeling well at all. And then they think it's the flu when it's really something else. And they say, see, it's because I got that flu shot. That's why I'm sick now. When in reality, it's just the fact that they just picked up something that was going around during this time of the year. And it had nothing to do with the fact that they had the flu vaccine. One thing you have to understand about those other viruses is that they don't really have a good vaccine to protect against them because the influenza vaccine only protects against influenza. So the only things that you can really do to protect against those viruses is just frequent hand washing, keeping your distance from people that have cold-like symptoms, and taking something like zinc or vitamin C to boost your immune system whenever you feel like a cold might be coming on. But oftentimes, illnesses due to those viruses are not as severe as illness caused by influenza, which last year caused about 500,000 hospitalizations and may have caused up to 60,000 deaths in the United States alone. And it's really unfortunate because a lot of those deaths could have been prevented by just getting your flu shot. Now, at this point, I especially want to talk to my senior citizens, my older folks, because I know that sometimes you can be set in your ways and stubborn and not want to have any more vaccines for the rest of your life. But at this point, this is the most important time in your life to get a flu vaccine, because when you get older, your immune system gets weaker and you're especially vulnerable to getting the flu virus and having some kind of complication or hospitalization or even death due to this virus. So please, make sure you get vaccinated, and in some cases you might need a double dose of it in order for it to be really effective. But make sure you have the discussion with your primary care doctor, and please trust us on this one. And by the way, for those of you who use egg allergy as a reason to not get a flu vaccine, a lot of the major committees like the CDC and the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices consider it safe to get a flu vaccine. And if you have a history of a severe reaction, you should just be observed for at least 30 minutes by a healthcare professional.
History of severe allergy or anaphylactic reaction to the flu vaccine itself is the only contraindication to flu vaccination.
If you have any questions, please drop a line below. Thanks for watching. Peace out.